everybody. He's here with David Burton. How you doing?
I'm okay.
What's on your mind, man? The wrestling world. Let's get into it.
Yeah. WrestleMania is just continuing to shape up to be something. And I saw some of AEW's Dynamite, and they did Rampage, so they both aired back to back last night. So Rampage will not be on tomorrow because it aired yesterday. Adam Copeland, the former Edge, is now a two-time TNT champion. Beat Christian in an I Quit match to win the title for a second time. The match was alright. I mean, I thought it could have been better for what it was, but it was okay. I didn't see too much of it. I was surprised they had Hook beat Chris Jericho out of nowhere, which surprised me as well. And they're still going with Joe and Swerve. So, looks like that's going to last a while. It's been like over 3 months now, and they're still going back and forth. And now, and you was right, you said something about Warzone. What's a Warzone? Wardlow failing, and he failed. And Adam Cole's like, I don't want this. Now, the job is to make sure that, what's this team? But not Red Dragon. The Kingdom. He wants Wardlow to keep the Kingdom with the tie belt. Make sure they stay champions. And he wants him to also make sure that Roderick Strong is still the international champion.
Mm-hmm.
And Okada won the Continental Championship, but he beat Eddie Kingston. So Eddie Kingston lost one of the 3 titles he has. So now Eddie Kingston is just the ROH World Champion and the New Japan Strong Champion. Mercedes Moné. I think if they're smart, they'll have her wait to wrestle. Because it looks like her first match may be a tag match, from what I've been watching. She has unfinished business with Willow Nightingale. The reason she says that is because Willow Nightingale beat her in her last New Japan match, which is also the match she injured her ankle in. And she hasn't wrestled since that ankle injury.
Yeah. In fact, I know for a fact she hasn't, because I'm friends with her on Facebook. She has not wrestled like bell to bell, catch can wrestle. She's done some training here and there, but not wrestling with another person like catch can.
That's true, yeah.
I can attest to that she has not been wrestling. She's been training frequently, but she's not been wrestling.
She hasn't had a match yet. You know what, to be honest, I don't even think she's been cleared to compete yet.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but I don't think she's been cleared to wrestle. Not yet, at least. And then, I heard Sheamus should be on his way back, so that's good. He's been out with an injury since September. Sheamus, who wrestled Edge in his last WWE match, which was also the match Sheamus got injured in. And he hasn't wrestled since. I think he's going to come back the night after WrestleMania. See, because what they normally do is, if somebody's hurt or somebody's returning to the company, they'll have them either return or they'll have a debut, or somebody will return from an injury, and they'll save one of those little things for after WrestleMania. Whether it be a Raw or a SmackDown, whichever one, but I think they're going to do that with Sheamus. And who knows, maybe somebody else will pop up. And I do know CM Punk will be on Raw this Monday. The Rock, who will also be on the last Raw before WrestleMania. Notice The Rock's last appearance was on the January 1st episode of Raw from this year. He's been primarily appearing on SmackDown, so he'll be back on Raw on April 1st, which is the last Raw before WrestleMania. And Cody Rhodes will be on SmackDown, and he'll go face-to-face with Roman Reigns. And Paul Heyman said, if you show up to SmackDown alone by yourself, Roman Reigns will show up to SmackDown alone by himself with no bloodline. And Cody shook Paul Heyman's hand and he agreed.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see if that was a little swerve or maybe Roman may be telling the truth.
Caveat is Cody Rhodes has come along too.
Yeah, personally, I think it may be a little setup.
No, because your tribal chief is a man of his word.
Yeah, he could be a man of his word, but he can also break his word if he wants to.
If he wants to, he doesn't feel like it tonight on that on that particular night. But if he wants to, like you said, and he doesn't feel like it on Friday, we're gonna play by the rules this time.
Yeah, because Roman Reigns can change his mind if he wants to. And you see, if Roman changes his mind, that's not gonna be good for Cody Rhodes. He's like, oh, Cody's here. He's by himself? Alright, I changed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do this now. We're gonna send a message to Cody. I wonder what's gonna happen between The Rock and Cody when they're in the same building on the Raw April 1st, which is The Rock's next appearance. And what about CM Punk, who will be on Raw this Monday?
Been a while.
Well, not too long. Last time we saw CM Punk was a WrestleMania 40 press conference.
Mm-hmm.
But what Punk is going to talk about? Is he going to talk about the injury? Is he going to talk about WrestleMania? Is he going to bring up Drew McIntyre, who's been shitting on Punk ever since he came back? And he's taking credit for injuring CM Punk. I was like, why are you taking credit for injuring CM Punk? Anyway, I'm very interested to see what's going to happen there. And AJ Styles is going to face LA Knight. This is going to be LA Knight's very first WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
His very first WrestleMania. And I also saw The Dark Side of the Ring. I saw that. It was on Terry Gordy. Terry Gordy, a member of the legendary Fabulous Freebirds, and of course, he would have an amazing singles career, not just here in the States, but in the territories in Japan. And him and Steve Williams, they were a great team in Japan and here in the States as well. I never knew he had so many issues. Crazy. Something about that show that's a little off, because I know they call it Dark Side of the Ring, but I do know in the past they used it to, shit on people and bury some people, which I get, but I don't know. I think there's something a little off about that show. But I'll watch it depending on who it is. who they're focusing on. Like I saw Terry Gordon, I saw the Buck Bagwell, Earthquake. That wasn't really sort of a dark side of the ring. Yeah.
Shout out to both the stuff Bagwell.
Well, at least he's finally doing all right for himself. Hopefully he stays on that path. Stays on that clear path and stays healthy and himself. Oh, do you know if they named anybody for the Hall of Fame?
This is the names we got so far.
Yeah, I didn't see if they added anybody. And I've been watching Raw. I saw Raw, so they didn't bring up anybody. Then I saw bits and pieces of NXT. I was like, okay, they didn't bring up anybody. Maybe they didn't add anybody. Or they may wait till the last week and then probably add somebody else. Because I don't think everybody has been announced as everybody. I don't think so. But Stand and Deliver's coming.
Hey.
And one of the interesting matches I'm looking forward to seeing is Carmelo Hayes against Trick Williams. Trick Williams, I never thought that those two would end up having a match.
I saw it coming.
Like, I had a feeling, like, okay, maybe Carmelo did attack him, but I don't think it would go as far as a match, but like, wow.
I saw that shit coming, man.
Well, I'm pulling for Trick. I hope he wins. I think Trick needs to win that match. I think it would benefit him more if he won. You know, because, to be honest, this guy's already been established. He's been NXT champion. He's been North American champion. He won the Cruiserweight title. So, yeah, I think it's Trick Williams' time. I don't see, I can't see this guy winning. I just can't.
Well, somebody's got to win, so either he'll whoop that trick or Carmelo gonna miss.
Well, you gotta miss sometime. Even Michael Jordan missed. Whoop that trick. He should be NXT champion, but no, he got robbed. He got robbed. He got screwed. I know right now they got 4 matches announced. There's Ilya Dragunov defending against Tony D'Angelo. Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker will defend the tag team titles against the number 1 contenders tournament. Is Trick versus Carmelo, which I already mentioned, and Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. And the LWO will face the OC. So they're in the finals. They're in the finals of the tournament. So the winner of that match will face Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker at Stand and Deliver. And of course, Stand and Deliver is the same day as WrestleMania Night 1. Damn, that's going to be a long day. You got NXT, and then you got WrestleMania the same day. The same day. Can you imagine doing all that work? Let me see something. They're in the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. WrestleMania, of course, is in Lincoln Financial Field. So, wow. Let that sink in. 2 different venues, 2 different shows in the same city. Oh, I can only imagine the amount of work and time that's going to be done putting those things together.
And you got SmackDown right after, no, Hall of Fame right after SmackDown. Like I said a while ago, I said this last year, that's a lot of work. You gotta go, you gotta compete, everything else. Then you gotta go back there, put a suit and dress on, come back out. After a long night, after a 2 hours night of work, you gotta put on the suit, put on the dress, all that stuff. And yeah, it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah, the Hall of Fame and SmackDown the same night.
Immediately after SmackDown too. Right?
Yeah, that's because they got this, of course, WrestleMania's 2 nights. See, this is why they need to go back to having WrestleMania 1 night. Which I'm hoping they do soon.
The last night on record, WrestleMania was 1 night at WrestleMania 35.
Yeah, 2019.
I said 2019 was a good year for WWE.
I thought it was okay, yeah. I mean, as far as the action in the ring, yeah. Can't complain too bad about 2019. 2019 was not bad. Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
That was a year before, a year after, in the middle of all our chaos from COVID, from quarantine and all that shit. I decided to put money where my mouth is and be an investor to WWE at the time. Now I was scared, filling out the form, so I just put in $1, and to this day my stock is around $2.09, mind you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like so long ago too. A little bit. It's a good thing this type of stuff is on. Yeah, I would love for WrestleMania to go back in one day. And then the Hall of Fame has its own night. It doesn't have to be after SmackDown. That's what I want to see. That's what I missed. Personally, I also feel like that too. You know, nobody had the glass. Nobody had to quickly change into a suit or a dress to rush or put everything together and then you come back out. You know, you have your match, you shower, you quickly change and then you rush out to that stage.
I don't like the Hall of Fame stage being in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it. But I do think the stage actually did look better than the actual ring itself. Personally, I don't mind it, but I will say this, the stage looks better. Much better. And there's the rain that makes it look a little off, but
Yeah.
Remember what happened the first time he used the rain? That's when Bret Hart got attacked by that fan. And that's basically what the 2019 Hall of Fame is remembered for. It's remembered for all the wrong reasons and for that reason, and that reason alone. when I saw it, I was like, what the hell just happened? You know, with today's day and age, you don't really know what is a work and what's not a work. So I didn't know what was going on. So when I saw it, I was like, was that supposed to happen? That caught me off guard. It surprised me. Then I found out what happened and what happened to the guy and why the guy did what he did. It's crazy. People are strange, man. They don't get. The thing is, you're supposed to stay in your seat. You buy your ticket, you stay in your seat. You don't cross that guardrail. You cross that guardrail, it's game over.
No, yeah.
Which means the wrestlers can defend themselves and do whatever they want, and then you are going to jail. You know, you always run that risk every time you. Well, there's people that attempt to do it, and then there's people that's done it and gotten successful getting over the guardrail, but would ultimately always get in trouble. You don't cross that line. See, you buy your ticket, you sit in your seat, and you have the right to cheer and boo whoever you want and have a good time. But when you cross that guardrail, that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, that's one thing. If you're invited, that's one thing. Like,
Oh, yeah. You mean if the wrestler invites a fan into the ring? That does happen.
Yeah, you're invited into the ring. That's fine and well. You just show up in the ring. Nah.
Yeah, there's been so many incidents. A lot of them were like WCW.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one in particular. It was AEW. John jumped the guardrail and Chris Jericho knocked him out. I don't know if you saw that. But
say again?
When the guy jumped the guardrail and Chris Jericho knocked him out.
I probably didn't see that.
I thought it was funny. Like, he got over the guardrail. The closest he got was on the ring apron. He almost made it to the ring. But he got on the ring apron. Chris Jericho grabbed him before he could get in the ring and just hit him as hard as he could. Knocked the guy out. I was like, that serves him right. But Stand and Deliver, I like this card, man. I do. You know what? WrestleMania doesn't have a bad card. Do I think Sami Zayn is going to beat Gunther? No.
Now, I want to cross over to one thing here. You all seen it on social media, Facebook, X, and all this stuff here. You all seen it. Let's talk about it. Paul brother, Jake Paul, has foolishly challenged Mike Tyson to an exhibition.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Yeah. Like, son, I know the exhibition and everything, but,
it's still Mike Tyson.
Yeah. And Mike said, I'm gonna retire him and send him over to WWE. I'm like, no, we good. We good. Just retire him. We good. We don't need two damn Paul brothers.
That is nuts, man. Like, Mike Tyson, of all people, you choose him. And it looks like, well, this thing is going to take place, though. It's going to air on Netflix. You know, the thing is, and I like that segue, being that Mike Tyson is a WWE Hall of Famer, Jake Paul's brother Logan Paul's the current United States champion who will defend the United States Championship in a triple threat match against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Also on that card will be Jimmy versus Jay. I already mentioned LA Knight and AJ Styles are going to have a match. Then you have Gunther, Sami Zayn. IC title match. Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch. Women's World title, Io Sky Bailey. Women's title, Steph Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, World Heavyweight. Roman Reigns versus Cody, WWE Undisputed. The Bloodline versus Cody and Seth. And a 6-pack ladder match for the tag team titles. I think that match is going to suck. It's too many people.
We're gonna find out.
I think when a match has too many people is not good. I mean, because how do you map out something like that? Like, how is too many people? And I can back this up because it's happened. You know, when you have way too many guys in a match, it doesn't turn out well. Now, if it's a battle royal, that's different. But you got like 10, 12 guys in a ladder match or a tag team match. It's too many people. That's why those matches are never really good. And then another thing, stadium stampede matches, those matches are terrible. Again, for the same reason, you got, 10 guys? 5 guys on each team, and they're fighting all over the place, and there isn't enough cameras to cover everything, so it makes for a bad vision. So the viewing experience is terrible. Sucks. Kind of like WCW in the World War III pay-per-views. Sounded really good on paper, sucked in execution. They did 3 of them. After that 3rd one, it was like, all right, no more. This ain't working.
Yeah. How the young folks explain what went wrong? How the young folks?
Well, basically, it's the cameras. Like I said, you can't physically watch everything. And what they've done is they would do multiple picture-in-picture shots throughout the match. Now, it's not a good viewing experience, not just for the people watching at home, but even for the people there. You can't see everything.
Right.
That's why those matches never works. And then when you have tag team matches, and you got like 10 guys on one team against another 10 guys on another team, and then you got a ladder match, and you got 6 teams. That's like over 8 guys in one match. There's too many people.
Yeah.
Those matches are never good. If they would have had 3 teams or 4 teams, then yeah, that could work. But 6 teams, that's just too many people.
Y'all, excuse me, I'm going in and out here, but I'm with you, man. But anyway, I wouldn't mind. Probably not gonna happen, but I'm just go ahead and call. I'm just go ahead and call it. Probably won't happen anyway for a while. If it do happen, remember I said it. I would like an Andre the Giant Memorial Tag Team Battle Royal match.
That could work.
You know, just like the one we do now, except we have 2 of them: singles and tag teams.
See, battle royals always work. Tag team battle royals always work. See, with tag team battle royals is Basically, if one person from the team gets eliminated, his partner has to leave the match as well.
Yep.
So tag team battle royals always worked.
Yep.
I can't even remember the last time somebody did a tag team battle royal.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I know WWE used to do them several times in the 80s and early 90s. I know they've done a couple in the years since then, but not too many.
I want to probably wrong on this. Last time at WrestleMania was WrestleMania 14.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, LOD was the Legion of Doom. The Road Warriors were a surprise entrance.
Surprise! Yeah, they were the last team.
Escorted by, at the time, fine ass Sonny at the time.
Sonny, who was fine.
What the fuck? What happened, man?
What do you mean? What happened? What? She messed it up.
She was fine as hell. Nah, somebody's grandma. She don't have kids. She don't even have kids. She's like somebody's grandma. She probably do have kids, but she's like somebody's grandma nowadays.
Yeah, she does look like an old grandma, but damn.
That saying, like, sometimes women, they be all fast in their young days, so they get older, they want to settle down. When it's all used up, they want to settle down. Sonny was fine as hell back then.
She has some serious issues.
Somewhere there's a picture somewhere of Sonny in a bubble bath somewhere. I mean, she was looking delicious. Like I'm talking about pre-Trish Stratus fine.
Those were the days. But man, she has some bad issues.
Yes, sir.
She just can't stop getting DUIs.
Yeah. Long before Trish Stratus brought Stratus faction, Sonny brought some sunny days.
Oh, she sure did. She was on a lot of people's walls. Back in the day. See, now I'm saying back in the day, but it was back in the day.
And this is long before. This is before you go. Like, let's keep it real. We've all done it. For videos and all that stuff, before we had magazines and all that stuff, we pull out Sonny.
It's like, we got Sonny, we don't need anybody else.
Yeah.
Until other people came along later on, but at the time she was the one.
My favorite diva, I would say, other than Sonny, I would say
her was Sable.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get to that. I say Sonny, Sable, Tori, of course, Stacey Keebler.
Yeah.
Chyna, not till 2000s.
I remember when she posed for Playboy. I was like, Chyna did what?
Chyna embraced her femininity, if you will, around the 2000s. But up to that point, we questioned her womanhood. No, all due respect to Chyna, of course. But
one person knew she was a woman, and that was Triple H, because he was dating her.
Leading up to the 2000s, we kind of questioned, all due respect to Chyna, mind you, we kind of questioned her womanhood. Like, are you sure you all woman? And
I remember the first time I saw her, I was like, who and what is this?
She came on, I want to say this was 95, 96. Bear Hug Marlena, Terry Runnels.
Yeah, that was 97. She made her debut.
Yeah.
Which is the same year DX started, by the way.
The original DX was Shawn as the leader, by the way. Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Chyna, and Rick Rude. That's right, I said Rick Rude.
I know, yeah. His insurance policy.
Rick Rude was the first person to be both a member of DX and the NWO.
Hey man, you're forgetting something. He also was on ECW one time.
Yeah, he spent time in ECW. The land of extreme.
The original ECW, not the watered down. Well, of course he wouldn't live that long anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He passed in 99.
Yeah.
Vince brought back ECW under his own vision in 2006. I gave it a chance. I was like, you know what? Let me give it a chance.
You know what?
But it sucked.
2005 to half of 2007, it was all right. But they let Paul go and send down to OVW. It sucked.
No, that was after OVW.
Oh, yeah.
When he left and didn't come back until 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Heyman left in 2006 and didn't return until 2012.
Yeah.
And he's been back ever since.
Of course, you can watch both versions of ECW, the original and the watered down version, on Peacock.
I prefer the original, but I was just watching that too a couple of days ago on YouTube.
I tried watching the original ECW. I couldn't get with that. I tried.
You tried?
I tried.
What you mean you tried?
It wasn't my thing, man. You know, it wasn't my thing. Like Aretha said, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can tell you to sock it to. I couldn't sock it with the original ECW. I couldn't sock it to him. Whatever that means.
I got you.
And speaking of, since you're in that era, what the hell does sock it to you mean?
I still don't know what that means. When I heard it, I was like, what is that?
Right?
Yeah, that I don't know.
Yeah.
I really, really don't know. I never understood the thing. I heard it a couple times, and that was about it.
Well,
I was like, what in the world?
In the meantime, our Hall of Fame, we got Bull Nakano, the greatest Muhammad Ali, Paul Heyman, Paul Heyman, Muhammad Ali, Bull Nakano, the U.S. Express.
Yeah, the U.S. Express is coming in. Making Barry Windham a 2-time Hall of Famer. That's going to be cool.
Paul Heyman will be an active Hall of Famer, along with Rey Mysterio in the Hall of Fame and still active.
Thunderbolt Patterson.
Oh yeah, Thunderbolt. Like Thunderbolt. And those you don't know about Thunderbolt Patterson, long before Dusty Rhodes, it was Thunderbolt Patterson. Put it like that.
Actually, he's still alive. He's 82 years old.
So what?
Yeah, I thought he passed away too, but I recently found out he's still alive.
I looked this up. I don't know why I think he did.
Yep, he's alive.
Thunderbolt. It's Patterson.
Currently 82 years old.
Yes, sir.
I know, you had to look it up yourself, like, wait, what?
Or 1941.
Yeah.
K.O. formerly K.O. Patterson, Sweet Daddy Brown, T-Bolt.
Yep. He was definitely a trendsetter.
And it was cool.
Recognized having won numerous championships across the United States and one of the earliest African Americans to have success in pro wrestling. Barry Windham will be one of well, when he goes in, he'll be the 10th person to be inducted twice.
He's an ordained minister now, but back in the day, he's a wrestler.
Yeah, when I found out, he was like, wait, he's alive? That's great. That's great. So it's going to be nice to see him at the Hall of Fame.
To be honest, and all due respect, I ain't never heard of him till they put him in the Hall of Fame. I love wrestling. I never heard of this guy.
I'm sure a lot of people don't know who he is. Well, I know who he was, but that's a story for another time. But anyway, yeah. He's like way old school.
In fact, Pat Patterson was inspired by Thunderbolt.
Remember, Thunderbolt Patterson.
Not Pat Patterson, Dusty Rhodes, excuse me.
Thunderbolt Patterson wrestled from 1964 to 1994. He retired. So, 30 years. See, 1964, a long time ago, 60 years ago.
Well, not really, because, like, my grandpa is 75, 76. So, it wasn't that long ago, the 60s.
1964, 60 years?
Yeah, wasn't that long ago. My mom was 55. She's born 68.
Yeah, that's older than that.
Hey, man, you go with mama old.
No, I'm just saying, when he started his career, my mom wasn't even born yet.
Right.
Neither was mine. But, yeah, he is currently 82 years old, and he'll be 83 in July. His birthday is on July 8th. July 8th, 1941. Yeah, 83. He'll be 83 in July. That's cool he's alive. And they need to start inducting a lot of these people that are still here to receive your induction.
Yeah.
Because when they go in and they're not alive, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's like everybody else, including Randy Savage. It was cool that he went in, but then the fact that he wasn't there was like, this kind of sucks.
There was some people, like especially young folks, got a little iffy when Muhammad Ali was inducted in the Hall of Fame. Especially young people, like he ain't a wrestler, he a boxer. What gotta do with wrestling? Well, without him,
I understand their celebrity range.
Yeah, without Muhammad Ali, our WrestleMania, the influence of WrestleMania wouldn't be what it is.
I still can't believe they didn't put Cyndi Lauper in.
Yeah.
So many people that can still go in. You got Cyndi Lauper. You got Zeus, Tiny Lister, Debo, Lawrence Taylor. Never forget him and Bam Bam in WrestleMania.
I remember, what was that? Either Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, one of the two. It was WWF at the time versus NFL.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, a Battle Royal match.
WrestleMania 2.
Yeah. And Lawrence Taylor won the Battle Royal.
Lawrence Taylor, he wasn't even there.
Oh. Somebody won the Battle Royal.
Andre the Giant won the Battle Royal.
Oh, okay.
Lawrence Taylor wrestled Bam Bam Bigelow at WrestleMania 11.
Oh, gotcha.
Which wasn't a bad match, so. And he couldn't even stand after the match. He needed oxygen. And then he's like, you know what? I gotta respect these wrestlers because these guys are real athletes. After that, he was like, you guys are for real. You guys are real athletes. Like, I damn near died wrestling one match. That was the same day Triple H started in WWE. WrestleMania 11, Triple H signs with WWE.
Yeah.
And attends his first show in his WrestleMania. That he meets and joins it quick, too. So he joined immediately. Well, not immediately, but not long after that. Let's just say it was still in the same calendar year.
Yeah.
Like, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you're in.
Well, I gotta take care of business and pull this up right here before we clock out. Give me 1 second here. Hang on a second here. Okay.
Yeah, time is pretty much up for us tonight.
Oh yeah, okay. Wrestling Trash brought to you back in Delivery Smart LLC. They put the D in delivery. You have a city license. If you have a city license, you want more information. You can drive trucks. They need more drivers. You got 888-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. We got backup.com. Their site is down right now. They're working on it. Thank you so much for your support. Also, WrestlingTracks.net. Use the code LUCK in all caps. Yeah, I know it's St. Patrick's is over with. You can still use that code LUCK in all caps and get 50% off your order.
Absolutely. But you can still call and get in contact with them despite their website being down.
Yeah.
So there are ways you can get in contact with them.
We gotta go, y'all. Excuse me. Y'all enjoy SmackDown tomorrow. Yeah, SmackDown tomorrow. Collision. SmackDown. SmackDown Rampage. Collision. There you go.
There's no Rampage. Rampage came on already.
Gotcha.
It's just SmackDown. SmackDown and Collision.
Yes, sir.
We are out of here. Everybody be safe. Be careful.
Good night, everybody.